Hey guys, it's Roscott, and on the Space Coach set, I've been asked by a couple of my viewers to go into a little bit more depth on the Imperial Arrestor Cruiser that we saw in the concept art, and which is a very brief blink and you'll miss it in the movie. So let's just have another look at that concept art, and here it is. Fascinating design, the various iterations. This version actually looks like the Imperial Patrol Speeder. So you see various different side views. This bit here actually does remind me a little of the Millennium Falcon from the side. But this reminds me of the Legends version of the Emperor's Superstar Destroyer, the Eclipse, which had standard Superstar Destroyer but had like this jutting out from it as well. There you see a slightly slimmer version, and this is basically the version that isn't in the film, or is almost in the film. And what I do like is like, and it would be over on this side, the docking bay with a little Millennium Falcon in it. So let's just see what that says. In the script, it was just another Imperial ship, a tractor beam ship. The Falcon gets pulled into it. But it turned out that a lot of the concepts they'll come up with, it goes right back to the very earliest concepts for Star Destroyers that were pitched to George Lucas by Colin Cantwell. So it's saying, so it just worked out perfectly. We built a little physical maquette, and I've been art directing the CGI model here at ILM, bringing resolution and fidelity to it. So let's just have another look at that. Then we'll have a look at the very original concept. So this is essentially the finalised version. So we will now see, I did a little digging around for pictures of it. This was the original concept. So there's a bit of glare. Sorry, let me just pop that out there so you can. Yeah. So there, again, still a bit of glare. So you can see the similarities to it. You can also see how the Star Destroyer has evolved, because take off this long piece, move this bridge forward to here, put the engines here, and that is your Star Destroyer. So yes, it's an interesting concept by Colin Cantwell. And let's just see what Wikipedia actually says about it. The Imperial Arrestor Cruiser was a model of cruiser used by the Imperial Navy. It was equipped with powerful tractor beam projectors, which it used to help steer traffic away from construction zones. It resembled an arrow with 3 dish-shaped appliances fixed to the outside. When a young Han Solo tried to escape stormtroopers at the Coronet Spaceport on the core world's planet of Corellia, he saw an Imperial recruitment film that notably featured an Arrestor Cruiser flanked by a pair of Imperial-class Star Destroyers. Now, for behind the scenes, the Imperial Arrestor Cruiser first appeared in the Star Wars canon in the 2018 film Solo: A Star Wars Story in an Imperial recruitment film. However, it was originally intended to have a full appearance in the film, although this scene was originally cut. And I wonder if maybe it was originally going to be the Star Destroyer that's in the Maelstrom. Who knows? Colin Cantwell originally pitched the idea of what would become the Imperial Arrestor Cruiser directly to George Lucas for use in the 1977 movie Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope as a Star Destroyer, although it was ultimately discarded in favour of a completely different design. Not that completely different when you look at it closely. On Twitter, Leland Chi stated that the cruiser's name is the Cantwell class, although this hasn't been confirmed by any officially licensed material. So just another look at it. And now what it does remind me of, what it does remind me of with those dishes, although the design is quite different, the glare is something terrible on this. Like so, is the listenership that we saw in Star Wars Rebels. Hope you'll be able to make this out. Like so, with all of the dishes based on a Gazanti class cruiser. But yes, fascinating ship. Let's just have another look at it, because the toy that you can buy of this is basically it's all painted white. It's so it must be fairly new, because obviously all the Star Destroyers and cruisers, I think they're painted white initially, but once they're out in the environment of space, it gets turned to grey. The toy model is exactly like this, pretty much, with the 3 giant dishes on it and the long forward prow. But yes, it is a fascinating ship, the Imperial Arrestor Cruiser. It is a shame we didn't get to see it properly, but of course, now that it has appeared even in the deep background, it can appear in many other places, and no doubt we will see it in the various comics and the novels, whatever other films are, because, you know, they love to reuse concepts that didn't quite get enough love first time round. But yes, thank you very much for that suggestion. It's a fascinating ship, and I'm more than happy to have taken an extra look at it. But for now, that is our look at the Imperial Arrestor Cruiser from the concepts. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment and suggest what common topic you'd like to see discussed, or like the video.